Hello everyone, welcome back to Guilty Gear Strive, where after the advent of Strive 2.0 that drove me to finish the previous video, everything is a little different. I don't necessarily hate it like a lot of people do, and I don't think it's the greatest change to grace the game either, which could probably be inferred because I main ABBA. I'm not sure why Arxis decided to take her out back and break her kneecaps, but I guess now a secondary objective of this series is to find a new main, or at least another character to be able to play as well as ABBA. Today, I'll be continuing the combo challenge that I started in my last video. In case you didn't see that one, which I don't blame you, I'll explain the rules of this challenge again. 1. Learn 2 or more different combos not previously known. 2. Be able to hit said combos outside of the combo search mode. 3. To complete the challenge, hit the combos in ranked more than once. Placement matches don't count. And 4. If the combos hit only once or not at all, then the challenge is failed. Got all that? Yeah, I'm not going to say the whole spiel, you get it. To begin the challenge now, in this video, like the thumbnail probably shows, I'll be playing with May&Ram. For my pre-game predictions, I'll go ahead and say that I'm not a huge fan of how May plays, and hold inputs aren't my strong suit. So I'll say I probably have an alright chance of finding some combos to do. Hitting him in an actual match, however, I'm unsure. For Ram, however, I haven't really played her at all, but I do know that she has been pretty good for a while, so I imagine she wouldn't be too hard to get the hang of. Although, given my lack of knowledge, I'm unsure if the combos will be complicated or super simple. But, given her fairly long poke-like normals, I'm sure I could probably land the combos I learned. Well, let's find out. Starting with May. Starting off with May, pretty brain-dead character from what I've seen. As long as you know how to do a hold input, you've basically got an 80% of her kit down. Now, this isn't to say that she lacks in complexity. Rather, that dealing a lot of damage with very few intricate inputs isn't really as difficult as it might be with other characters in the roster. Except for Potemkin, of course. Besides that, she does have some basic good tools in her moveset, like the projectile that I always forget I have, and the options during Totsugeki. Actually starting now, after checking to see if a Kai combo I made up before 2.0 worked, I went to find a combo. I skipped right past a little string and found the first combo I would lab for this video. The combo was surprisingly easy to understand, but hard to really get the hang of, given how I hadn't used hold inputs in combos before. I labbed that for around 15 minutes and eventually got the hang of it, or at least the version of it that I decided to lock in. Afterwards, looking for my second combo, I went past a couple combos I either didn't feel like learning or thought were a little too complicated for little old me. Regardless, I continued my search for the second combo and stumbled across a pretty simple string in the corner that followed a very similar path to the first combo I learned. It wasn't that complicated and I was able to do it fairly easily. But I chose not to use it as my second combo because of how similar it was. Lastly, I found another combo that starts the same way, but instead of using the vertical Totsugeki, it abused the wall bounce of the horizontal heavy version to deal really good damage, given how it's just pressing the same button 6 times. After figuring out pretty quick, I chose it to be the second combo I would try and hit in the challenge. Though I did check another combo afterwards, I figured it was some straight bullshit and didn't bother trying to learn the whole thing. Well, obviously I went into the actual training thing and I messed around with the actual combos I'd try to land for a bit. And then, after doing my placements, where I placed in silver 3, I labbed again to try and get the muscle memory down all the way, and then win my first match. In this first set, I went up against a Ranlethal who I had a pretty rough start against. Stop fighting! This is a disclaimer from Editing Kai. None of my mic audio picked up on any of the tracks at all for the entire video.
Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
After the first round, I did a bit better against them, but I didn't land the combo at all. In my second set, I went up against a Faust. I took the first round with relative ease, but unfortunately sort of flubbed my chance to hit one of the combos near the start.
Slap. Heavy treasure. Duel 1. Let's rock.
second round, I got hit with a mean combo, but I didn't hit mine. Now, in the third and final set, I went up against the same Faust.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Definitely
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Really not a lot happened in the last few rounds.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 2. Let's rock. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
As you could see, I did not land any combos whatsoever, which I started to realize that the start for both combos was just way too easy for the enemy to block, and even when I did get the chance to do so, having the actual combo part, low heavy slash, blocked leaves you extremely negative, so I wasn't really using it when I had the chance to. Now we're on Ram, a pretty basic character with an interesting gimmick, that being the swords. Your normals use said swords for your slash and heavy slash attacks, and when you shoot the swords away, your normals lose the range that they gain from said swords. However, the combo potential from shooting the swords definitely makes up for it. And so I searched for my first combo, where I found what I basically instantly decided would be the first combo to learn. At first it looked highly complex, but after I started doing it more, it seemed pretty reasonable. After a while of loving that, I started getting the hang of it. And moved on to find my next combo to land, which, in a second stroke of luck, I found the next combo I'd try to land in the challenge. Comparatively, it was much simpler, but the timing for the latter half of the combo was a bit more precise than I thought initially. I labbed that for a while as well and also got the hang of it. After a bit of labbing of my own, I went on to do my placement matches. After doing my placement matches, I placed in silver 3 again. And then I went back to the lab for about 15 minutes to really get those combos down. And then I made my way to my first set. I went up against an ABBA who was definitely climbing the ranks.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
You're not getting
I lost the first match pretty handily and moved on to the second.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
I was able to take a round, but ultimately I lost and didn't hit any of the combos. In my second set, I went against a Testament.
Instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts. Heaven or hell.
いい散歩日和だと思わないか。
頑張ろう。そうしよう。
Ramlethal versus Testament. Duel 1. Let's rock.
よそ見は打ち払う。貫く。死ぬ。ブレイブルー離脱。捕獲。ブレイブルー式。
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
戦場を一復帰。
Positive loss. First match. Slap.
Initially, I struggled to figure out how to approach because I forgot my skip neutral button and lost the first round pretty badly.
Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap.
Eventually, deep in the second round, I managed to nearly hit the corner combo I learned, but I didn't do the low version of slash, which messed it up.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
But after that, I nearly hit the combo again, albeit a messed up start to it, but pressed the whole wrong button. And just as I was starting to understand how to fight the guy, the set ended. Finally, in my third set, I went up against a soul with a consistent 200 plus MS. Something about the way this guy played made so much and so little sense to me.
Slap.
Unfortunately, during this set, I was feeling the lag and falling victim to rollback.
Let's rock. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
And throughout this entire set, I was mainly just confused by the way the guy played and how the lag seemed to favor him entirely. As you could probably tell from how I was playing, I didn't really get a great chance to hit the combo, or at least I didn't capitalize off it like I could have. Well, a bit of a rocky start, huh? As I did in the last video, I'll list off the 2 characters I played and how I did. May. Failure. Like I said in the May portion of the video, the combos I learned were super easy to defend against and super negative if I tried to start and they got blocked. Ramlethal. Failure. At this point, I think my issue is that I'm too concerned with learning to beat my opponent rather than just hitting the combo, like the entire purpose of the challenge. Anyways, another hope I have for this challenge is for my average rank to get higher as I hopefully get better. So far I've had a pretty consistent rank of Silver 3, which I haven't had much luck going higher than that. I'll go ahead and predict that I'll get at least 1 gold character in the next 2 videos. And if I don't, then dang, I really suck, don't I? So hopefully next time when I play as Milia and Leo, I'll have a bit more knowledge and maybe place higher. Well, thanks for watching. Have a good day / evening / morning / night / afternoon / dawn / dusk.
And subscribe.
You gotta tell yourself, yo, bro. Okay, right? Are you?
Ow.
Intentional.
Well, I was about to burst, but I guess not anymore.
Nope. Okay, right, there goes my fucking army. Just you wait till I remember I do my power up and then you're fucked. It's over!
It's over! I'm sorry. Why would you do that?
I don't know, it's funny.
Oh. I'm clipping